The She Doesn't Know That I Know Odyssey, Part 3.
Personal note: I didn't think this would blow up like it has after the original post was buried and overlooked. Thank you for all your advice and for the personal stories and experiences you have private messaged me. I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond to you all. Let me say that I'm not really interested in joining any cause. All you need to do is have a cursory look at the relationship subs, and you'll see there are just as many women heartbroken by infidelity as men, maybe more even. It's not a sexist issue. It's an issue of low character and morality. Having low character and morality has nothing to do with your gonads. I have had both heartbroken men and heartbroken women private message me their stories, and I see very clearly that this issue is not delineated by sex. If you don't believe this is real, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, please block me and ignore me if it's a bother. On to the update. TLDR. I got info from the voice-activated recorder. She's definitely cheating. I'm angry and heartbroken. I already have a lawyer. I've been looking at lawyers since before Christmas. Like a lot of you said, I'm going to have to get a private investigator for good evidence for an at-fault divorce. My dad is taking out a HELOC, home equity line of credit, which allows you to borrow money using the equity in your home as collateral. He has taken a HELOC on his home to help pay for the investigator. I checked the voice-activated recorder recordings from Emily's car, and I got some info. There was the usual business and personal calls, and some Taylor Swift sing-alongs. The first call of note was with John. Apparently she had not talked to him since New Year's Eve. She was angry with him for sending the gift at Christmas and keeping her late at New Year's Eve. John was dismissive and cocky at first. Emily then told him about how I asked her if she was cheating on me during New Year's Eve. That got John's attention, and he was asking all kinds of questions. He seemed really interested if I had mentioned him by name at all. I didn't. He said he thought she was handling me. He told her that they should be safe if she has always used the card. She said she did. He asked her if she wanted to meet, and she started crying. She told him that the relationship has stopped being fun for her, and that they should stop, and she wasn't going to lose her marriage over this. Too late, honey. He told her that she should just keep lying to me. He seemed really worried about his wife finding out. Oh, she will, asshole. He told her not to call him again on his phone and that they'll talk the next time they meet. He also told her to be sure and delete everything off her phone and computer. She said she already had. Her next call was to her best friends forever, Bev. Bev knows about the affair, and my wife was crying. Emily told Bev about New Year's Eve, and that she thinks I suspect something. Bev told her to keep lying to me, but also told her she should probably end her affair, because I would definitely divorce her if I find out or if she confesses. Emily said she is in the process of ending her affair with John. I always considered Bev a mutual friend. I've met her husband. We've been out on couples dates. He's going to get a message from me outlining his wife's liberal views on infidelity, as well as a link to the recording of her phone call. I'll check with my lawyer first. Interested in both men and women's views on this. How would you feel if you knew your spouse was actively encouraging their friend to hide their infidelity and talking about how it is with their cheating friend? Would you be pissed at her? I did some web searching and anonymous asking around on social media and, on the advice of stuff I got here on Reddit, met with what I think are the 3 best family law attorneys in my area. I had official consultations with them. I did this so that 2 of them wouldn't be able to take my wife's case because of conflict of interest. What they didn't tell me in those Reddit comments is that the really good family law attorneys don't do free consultations. They charge you for them and then some prorate that charge towards your bill if you select them to represent you. So I ended up spending $1,600 for all that. Just for your information, I'm not super rich. We have a lot of money saved up, but I don't want to tip her off by touching that. My wife's business is doing really well, but she has the
What's mine is mine and what's yours is ours.
Attitude when it comes to paychecks, and I didn't mind until now. I make 6 figures as a senior developer, and we don't have a mortgage or rent payment. When my mom died, my dad moved down to Florida to the Villages. He lets us stay in his house rent-free. It's already paid for. I say this because my dad is taking out a home equity line of credit on the home to help me pay for the divorce attorney. A really good divorce attorney is very expensive, I've learned. The plan is to refinance it in my name after the divorce is over. Meanwhile, I'll be making the payments by writing checks to my dad. The home equity line of credit is still pending, so I'm paying with a credit card I took out for this occasion. I'm pretty much certain my credit score will be shot to hell after this. I talked to my divorce attorney and gave her the recordings, and she said it was good evidence. I told her about how Emily is ending it with John and about the card John mentioned. She told me to take a picture of the card if I can find it and send it to her. I asked her if it was legal to do that, and she said yes, because it's accessible within shared marital property. She's going to subpoena the card statements. As far as Emily ending it with John goes, my lawyer said maybe, but don't count on it. My attorney also told me the same thing y'all told me, and that's, I need to hire a private investigator. She told me she knew a good one. I told her I already had all this evidence, and she said that evidence and testimony from a private investigator carry more weight with the court, because a private investigator knows how to get admissible evidence legally and is impartial. She told me her goal is to get enough evidence so that any attorney my wife got would settle rather than go to trial, because she'd subpoena John, and John would be exposed too. She told me she wouldn't be surprised if John paid for my wife's attorney, which would be a dumb idea for her because that attorney would mainly have John's best interests in mind. But since he's paying for everything else, she'd probably go for it. I'll be meeting with the private investigator on Monday. Meanwhile, Emily is love-bombing me. She's telling me how great I am and how much she appreciates me and how lucky she is. She's talking about starting a family before she's 30. Not with me, you're not. She wants us to go on a long romantic trip that she's planning on paying for with her money. With John's card, probably. I want to scream at her and tell her I'd rather slam my deek in a car door, but I have to keep playing nice, for now. Fuck this shit, man. I can't believe this is my goddamn life now. I want to hug her and kiss her and make love with her again, but then I remember her mouth was around that asshole's deek. He finished in her mouth and she came home and kissed me with it. I had sloppy seconds for 9 months. But she says she loves me. I love her and I hate her. I'm walking cognitive dissonance. My attorney told me to get into counseling. I will. I think I need to. I just want to run away from her and towards her at the same time. Does that sound stupid? Am I going crazy?
Take personal days off from work. After you meet with the private investigator, have a friend of yours message you about a made-up emergency, family death, for example, or something like that, and tell your wife you'll be gone for 10 days. Make it abrupt so she will not be able to go due to work gigs. She will tell John about you not being at home, and they will have an end-affair get-together. You'll be given space from your wife, while your private investigator will get your evidence guaranteed.
That beach. She had another guy's deek in her. She had her mouth around it on her knees in front of him. She probably swallowed it up and came home and French kissed me with that dirty mouth. Whenever I think of that, I'm so goddamn angry and sick to my stomach. I go brush my teeth and try not to vomit. She either notices but doesn't say anything, or she is just in La La Land.
It's time to start your self-love journey. Get in the gym, read up on something new, anything to get your mind off of her. Play the waiting game until she is served, and then make sure Bev's husband finds out as well.
I'm a regular gym goer already. I'm not a bad-looking guy. I know that sounds conceited, but my wife is very beautiful, and she didn't marry me for my money. We were dirt-poor college students when we met. Sex was always great. I mean, I had no complaints and she never said anything to me. That's why this is all so shocking and devastating. AP is at least 20 years older than her. I mean, he's not fat or anything, but he does have a bit of a dad bod. Thinning hair. His wife is attractive for a middle-aged mom of 3. I guess the fact he slapped her in the chest with her own credit card that he pays off is reason enough. What do we call a woman who screws an older guy she doesn't love for cash, prizes, fame, and status?
A beach.
Saying that it's not fun for her anymore, and that she is not losing her marriage over this, is such a cake-eater attitude. Your initial post indicated that she doesn't seem to love John, and her actions seem to back this up. She is only upset because John is being less discreet, and she sees being caught as a possibility. Now, she is trying to lock you down and distract you with a baby. She wants her stable husband, and she probably does love you, but she clearly has no inhibitions about having some fun on the side, especially if there are monetary or business benefits. You seem resolved to follow through with divorce and believe this to be the right call. She is not a good candidate for reconciliation. The whole thing is too cold and calculated.